Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Inflammatory. Now let's look at the definition of inflammation. Basically, inflammation is a localized tissue response to injury. This typically happens when there is direct tissue damage or when microbes manage to enter our body through a breach in the skin. Okay guys, now let's talk about the chemical signals. When our tissue is damaged, it triggers the release of specific signaling molecules such as histamine. For your information, histamine is primarily stored in mast cells, which are found within our connective tissues. These signals play a crucial role in initiating the body's defense mechanism.
Hello, my name is Oman Hakim bin Rashidi and I will be talking about something called the capillary response. Of course, everything has a cause and effect, and thus we will start with the cause, say injury to the tissue. This will then trigger the release of histamine. Think of histamine as the body's distress signal. It releases the moment damage occurs. Now here's the effect. That histamine does two critical things. First, it causes the nearby capillaries to dilate. They widen, increasing blood flow to the area. Second, it makes those vessels more permeable. They become leaky, allowing fluid and immune cells to pass through more easily. Why does this matter? Because this response is all about access. By increasing blood flow and opening up the vessel walls, the body creates a direct route for its defense forces. More phagocytes, the cells that consume harmful invaders, can rush in. At the same time, antimicrobial proteins can join the fight to neutralize threats. In short, the capillary response is the body's way of delivering the right tools to the right place at the right time. It's fast, coordinated, and it's essential for healing to begin. Now we move on to the visible outcome of that capillary response. The four classic signs of inflammation: redness, swelling, heat, and pain. Redness and heat come from increased blood flow to the area. More blood means a warmer, redder surface. Swelling results from fluid and immune cells leaking into the tissue as vessels becoming more permeable. And pain that's caused by pressure on nerve endings from the swelling plus chemical signals from the injury itself. Together, these four signs confirm that the inflammatory response is active. They're not just symptoms, they're proof that the body's defense system is hard at work.
Alright, first, let's look at the first one, which is the immediate reaction to an injury. Think of this step as putting up the temporary barricade at an emergency scene. The body instantly increases blood flow to rush clotting element directly to the wound. As you can see by the puzzle piece in the visual, this element quickly came together to do two things. They began repairing the damaged tissue and they will build a physical wall. This wall locks down the danger zone and stop harmful microbes from spreading to the rest of the body. Now we move to the pester, which is the second major effect. Once the area is safely locked down, we move into pester, which is where our postal dispatch center send out the immediately rescue package. Because of the increased blood flow, the walls of the blood vessel become loose and leaky, opening up the gates. This allows our body defender cells called neutrophils and macrophages to squeeze through the gaps. They migrate directly into the injured tissue to clean up the thread, and this entire rescue mission kicked off within just 1 hour of the injury.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Noalia Bashira binti Scratch, and now I will be presenting my part. In inflammatory response, in local inflammation, chemokines are the chemicals that attract phagocytes to the injured area. Next is the major events in inflammatory response or in postal dispatch center. The first step of major event summary is signals from activated macrophages and mast cells widen capillaries. Second, the fluid, antimicrobial proteins and clotting elements move to the site and clotting begins. Third, chemokines attract more phagocytic cells. And finally, the neutrophils and macrophages phagocytose pathogens and debris for healing.